Welcome back to Danger and Dice. I'm PJ.
Bonsoir. This is Shanna.
This is Jack. I'll be DMing tonight.
And I'm Aspen.
So, as many of our adventures seem to begin,
I think you wore that shirt the last time you were here.
He did.
probably. I like this shirt. We're going to start in Miri's...
That's gonna bother me.
I don't care.
Okay.
We're going to start in Miri's Tavern, as that seems to be where everyone hangs out.
Are you saying
Gaius...
we're drunks?
I'm thinking
Correction,
yes.
that's where all the cool kids hang out.
Gaius made mention of something about he had to take care of business and something about an enterprise.
He does that in the potty.
I'm pretty sure he's actually probably setting up something wildly illegal. So, he's off doing his own thing. It's okay. He'll come back later and have his own, crime empire. That's just the way he works.
Yep.
He would hope.
So, Dee-Dee and Stumpy and a few of the other brothers are just enjoying a drink at Miri's Tavern, some food.
Gonna say Stumpy's very nervous about this.
That Gaius is off. Yeah.
Yes, unsupervised.
Yeah. Well, you're the one that turned your back on him for 30 seconds. What do you think was going to happen? You're supposed to be his conscience.
Jiminy Cricket needs to sleep too.
So we're just hanging out in the tavern?
Yes. Well...
Dee-Dee is trying to teach Yip and Yap how to ride a horse.
Poor rubs on fence.
No, Stuart. Our
Deformed horse.
Deformed horse, yes.
and so Yip
Unicorn.
and Yap are trying to ride him. And so I would just like my two dogs and our deformed horse to have a conversation.
Oh, boy.
Just putting you on the spot.
Okay.
I've been considering this for the past day and a half. I
All
just
right,
want
you
to
need
hear
to
you.
set it up, Dee-Dee.
All right, so Dee-Dee says, "Come over here, Yip.
Okay.
We're going to learn to ride a horse today. Isn't that right, Stuart?"
How are they going to fit?
And I
They
put
don't have hands.
Yip on top of him on the saddle that I have just surprised put on his back.
Okay.
And now I like them. I would like them.
Yip, make a dexterity roll here?
I don't
Nat
know.
20. Yip is a freaking gymnast. Hey, look at me. Look at me, I'm people. Oh, giddy up, old doggy.
Now what does Stuart say?
I'm not a cow. I am not a doggy. Gay up. Gay up.
All right.
Holly, can I have a try?
So, Yip, I'm so proud of you. Mommy is just so proud that you could ride a horse so well. And so
I hope
then,
you waste all your 20s because it's going to be so much more fun if you do.
I then place Yap on this saddle and say, "Okay, you saw what your brother did. Now we're
Who
gonna
balances on one paw because he got nat 20 also.
I rolled 2 nat 20s when I was doing initiative rolls. I'm like, oh, there goes all my good rolls for the evening.
Yep.
Gee, this is fun.
Okay, so can you maybe flip around and do a nice little flip in the air?
Stuart hates this.
Of
Not
course,
surprised.
Stuart.
But Yap, how about you do a nice little somersault like Mommy taught you on there and land back on the saddle?
Oh, Yap does it.
Oh, of course he does. I'm so proud. And so I would like Yap to talk to Stuart now.
What's on your head? That's my horn. Are you sure? Mom says it's not real. No, it's very much real. I'm a unicorn. Are you sure? Oh, not you too. Can I please go to sleep now?
And so I take Yap off Stuart and tell him, "Good job, little doggy." And then I give Yip and Yap bones.
While this,
That's all I had planned.
yes, while this is going on,
I just want to prove that I'm a good mom. They had horse riding lessons. I mean, come on now.
while this is going on,
Don't you hate when that happens?
one of the younger brothers at the Candlekeep runs into Miri's Tavern looking massively out of breath. Miri!
What? What's wrong?
I have a message I'm supposed to deliver to you. There's a man who wants to see you. He's outside of Candlekeep. He's in the little village outside town.
Oh, no.
All he said...
He mentioned me by name?
Yes, and he said that if you refuse to come, just to remind you that Seaman wouldn't have been such a wuss.
And she starts, putting on her mail, her chainmail, and she's like, okay.
Dee-Dee leans in and goes, "We don't discuss semen in this tavern.
His
There are
name-
children.
I think he said his actual name is Sam. He had a very gruff voice. He was kind of hard to understand.
Why are they always running in here? Do you notice that? They're always running in here out of breath, telling us they need our help.
I know.
It's exhausting. I was having a lovely day teaching my
Look
dog
who's good with a bow.
children.
And are either of you good with a bow?
That's me.
Not me.
I'm standing right here. You've seen me before, Miri. I'm really good at this.
Are you feeling like you're good with a bow today?
I could be. Why?
Because I need you up on that wall.
Which wall?
The one looking over the gate.
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need you to shoot this person.
Oh, okay. And so I go and I climb up. That's not even a question. Oh, first I go.
Does she take some cream with her?
Well, I thought, knock it off the gate. Oh my gosh. Where I haven't been living. No, that has not come to Dee-Dee's mind yet. Cream is in bowls and it is in the tavern. And her dogs look it up. So she says, kids, lay down by the fire. You've had a good day tonight. It's time to rest with your bones.
Guy! All right. Are you sure you don't need us?
I'm sure.
All
Do you
right.
feel like I should tie your brother down? There are no chickens around here.
No, he's got his bone. He's good.
Okay, love you, sweetheart. Bye.
Bye.
And off I go and I climb.
Bye!
Goodbye, back up. There's an air and a spare, right? That's what they say. He's good at horse riding.
I love you!
Oh, I love you too, honey. Chew on your bone.
Yeah, Splinter!
Goodbye, Stuart. No.
He stares. He just looks at you.
Now, obviously, Candlekeep is a large library and fortress, but there's like basically like a small village in front of it for people that are visiting, or people that aren't necessarily allowed into the library but have business with the library. It's a bustling little village, honestly. So what do you do?
I climb up a wall for Miri because she
Yeah,
told me to do
Miri
that.
waits for Dee-Dee to get in position. And so are they outside of the gates of Candlekeep, or are they in, like, the village area, the courtyard?
They're in the village area.
Okay. So, basically, they're, like, not far from the inn, then, because she's in that area, too.
Yeah.
So...
Well, what I mean is like outside of the main walls, there's actually still some a little
oh,
more.
gotcha.
I'm talking like
okay,
outside
yeah.
the walls.
Gotcha.
Where am I going then?
So, up to the gates of the main walls.
So you told me to go there?
Yep.
Okay, so we're there together.
You didn't
Yep.
also didn't pump him for more information other than putting on his arms like, well, let's go shoot
Just
him,
heard
man.
a name
Well,
and
I
she's
mean,
like, all right.
she has an idea. It's one of only a handful of people
That is true.
right now, so...
So before Dee-Dee climbs up, she looks at Stumpy and she looks at Miri and she puts her corncob pipe in her mouth and she goes, let's do this. And she climbs up. She had to get serious, and she had to put that corncob pipe in there.
She, like...
Oh, wait. She comes back down and she gives you the rubber ducky and she goes, here, you might need this. And she gives you the rubber ducky because he tells you to duck.
Oh, it does?
Yes. Oh, right. You weren't there. This
I
rubber
was
ducky.
very confused why you were giving me a rubber ducky.
I stole it from a bunny. It's not important, but this duck will tell you when to duck. Isn't that cute? It's a duck and it says duck.
Interesting. That
Yes.
might be helpful.
It
Thank
could
you.
be.
Thank
So
you.
you keep this with you.
Okay.
She's a
and-
sort of warning. I just want to put that there. We always forget about
And
it.
we always...
Oh yeah. No, I'm remembering it.
So hopefully it starts singing.
and she like opens up a peephole in the gate, which I assume there probably is, and she
Yeah.
like peeks through to see what's going on the other side of the gate.
You see a bit of a commotion, but it's not next to the gate. It's a little bit further in. Now, obviously, this is a town that's used to travelers and, unusual people. But you do know that every so often when someone odd shows up, that there's a little bit of an energy to the
And a
people.
do.
Yes. And that's what's going
They're
on,
not
but you
shooting like flames and sparks out of their fingers. Just checking.
it's a little bit further in. You can't get a very good vantage from the actual doors. If you want to actually get a better look, you're going to have to at least get outside of the walls and almost into the little village proper.
Okay. Dee-Dee, you got me up there?
I have the corn cob pipe and I put up my little thumb. I guess cats have
You have thumbs.
And I go,
You're not a full cat, so...
I'm not a full cat.
I'm like, alright. And I walk on out. Stumpy, what are you doing right now? So you with...
I'd like to come with you.
Alright, so...
She doesn't
And
trust
I
me.
lean over and I ask, "Do you need me to flame anybody?"
First thing she thinks about.
Actually, that might be a pretty good possibility. We'll see.
No questions of collateral damage from Miri. I love that paladin oath. You get up like kind of right into the village, and
Miri's in self-preservation mode right now. She is just.
I want you to make a. Oh, you're in self. I want you to make a perception roll. You can also make it. You're going to get different information, but
Okay.
you can both roll since you're close enough.
Oh, of course. Yep. Mm-hmm.
There, you wasted all your 20s.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's a 4.
There certainly is a tall person in amongst that crowd of people.
What do I add to it?
Perception is the one skill right in here.
It's the one that says
17.
perception.
Maybe she can't read.
You notice something very unusual. A Goliath. Which are, again, this one is about 7.5 feet tall. And they're known for being in the mountains and cold climates. Neither of which are we at right now.
So that's where basketball happens.
Yeah, actually, they're actually known for athletics and sport, so yes.
Skiing, probably, too.
Now, do you tell her that there's a Goliath here?
Well, can I see them from where I'm at?
You would not have a very good view. Because you're...
Then why am I there? I can't only protect you.
I thought they'd be closer.
Yeah.
Should I come back down?
That's your choice. What does Dee-Dee do? Does she just sit up there?
I'm just glad
I
she's
don't
not
know why
picking
I'm
off
up
random,
here.
like,
I
civilians.
have no idea why I'm here. I feel like when you got out of, like, eyesight, she probably would have climbed down and, like, stalked you and, like, found another, like, higher location to be above the group.
I would say you probably found a nice roof, one of the non-thatched roofs, and...
What? I want to be on a thatched roof because that's where cats are. It's raining cats and dogs. I want that.
Okay, I want you to make a...
You know, I just discussed this today in my classroom about thatched roof cottages and raining cats and dogs.
They're not super stable, so I'm going to go with a dex saving throw.
A deck saving throw. All right,
Yes.
so I use the +5 here?
Yes.
All right, so... oh, wait, or do I use up here? Saving throws.
Saving throw.
Oh, +7, actually. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, you manage to get up there very calmly and actually are on one of the beams for it, so you don't manage to make it not collapse as well.
While having a corncob pipe in my mouth.
Hooray! You managed to not ruin the thatch roof cottage of a poor farmer.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
gonna
That's
tell
what I'm
Miri
here for.
that there's someone tall. Be like, so Miri, you see what I'm seeing? There's a really tall.
A tall man. Yes,
Yeah.
I see that.
Do you want to tell them specifically it's a Goliath? Because that's not actually human. They're slightly different.
Looks like a Goliath.
That immediately rings some bells. And you're like, oh. And at this point, he makes eye contact with you. And he's probably one of the few people in the world that doesn't have to look up at you. He's one of the few people that can actually look down at you. And you immediately notice him. And you thought he was dead. You assumed he was dead.
Yep.
And he walks over to you, not looking to fight, but not looking happy either. This is your old adventuring companion, Tiber.
What?
Can I smoke him?
What brings you here, Tiber?
Oh, well, it's a funny story. Not that many years ago, had a nice adventure going. Suddenly some rocks fell. Seaman died, you got separated from us, and you just left all the rest of us for dead.
Dee-Dee on top of the roof yells, "Did he just say semen?"
So, I came to have a nice little conversation with you about that.
Miri, there's a tall guy.
Thank you, Dee-Dee.
Welcome.
Look, I thought you died. I thought I was the only one who made it out of there.
Yeah, you didn't... When those rocks fell, we were on the other side of them.
I couldn't get over.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, that's not really any comfort to Fergus. He was alive.
How many made it?
Just me, because we had to go the long way through the dungeon to get back out.
What happened to Fergus?
I think he ate him.
Choked on the goldfish.
No, that would be... He found another trap, and not to mention Thea, she was injured during the rock fall. We didn't have anyone who could actually, heal
Lords,
her.
I forgot about Thea.
Yeah. You left 3 of us to die.
It wasn't a picnic for me either, I was alone.
You could have tried to move the rocks and see if we were alive.
I did. There's just one of me. Did you try to move the rocks?
Yes.
And?
We were there for 2 days, and we no longer heard you trying to move rocks after about 4 hours.
Because I couldn't. There's just one of me. There are 3 of you.
Yeah. We tried to get out.
Look, Why are you here? I'm done with this. I tried. I am at peace with my past.
Well, seeing how I would say the books aren't exactly balanced between us, so I need your help with something.
Okay.
Well,
Perhaps I can help.
there's an artifact I happen to been looking for a while, and I happen to track one down. So we're gonna do what we used to do so well. A little bit of dungeon, diving in there, trying to find some treasure.
I just want to say neat. I don't think I've ever actually been in a dungeon. Oh, wait, way back with the kobolds. Just a sidebar. I'm super excited.
So, sounds like, you're not doing anything else today, so.
Well, last time I was out, I did make out pretty nicely from it.
Yeah, we know. You had all the treasure on you still when those rocks fell.
Well, I wasn't talking about with you. But,
Don't worry. Again, the books aren't quite square between us yet.
Well, look, I'm bringing my friends along. That's...
The more the merrier.
You two want to go on an event? Dee-Dee?
Yes.
Oh, hi. Didn't know you were here.
Well, hi.
Would you like to go on an
Yes.
adventure? Okay.
With you, right?
Yes.
I heard everything. I have keen hearing. So I just want to say that Miri takes care of my dog babies, and she's wonderful. So if she couldn't move the rocks, she definitely couldn't move the rocks. I'm just sticking up for my girl Miri here.
Well, I'm
And
glad she got to the point where she actually started caring about other people.
she always has. She even buys me darts so I can eat them.
That's... Yes. That's why I buy the dogs.
Also, you're really tall, and it makes me think of a scratching post.
I dare you to try. And she just lifts up a huge maul and just puts it right beside you.
Are you giving me a wooden scratching post to you?
I'm saying if you try it, there's a good chance you're going to go flying.
Have you seen my corncob pipe?
Fantastic.
I know.
Are you still wearing the tiara?
I always have the it gives me extra perception or something. Yep, persuasion.
Right.
That is never coming off. I will always be a princess now.
Well, it's getting kind of late. We should probably
Hi,
start
what's your
heading.
name?
My name's
Kidding, I already
Tiber.
heard it. Let's go. And she winks at Miri. So you know that I'm on your side.
She's a handful, but she's quite helpful.
Well,
I have 2 dog children. People seem confused by that.
yeah, it seems like you're really moving down the world when it comes to adventuring.
I'm really good at it. We killed a dragon. Oh, wait, we saved it, actually. We killed a gibbering mouther. Her octopus was showing pretty bad.
He just like hefts his maul and starts walking.
So as you start walking, she follows along, and she's like, and this bunny tried to kill me, but I caught it, and I used my animal friendship, because I now actually understand the needs for spells, and I killed this really cool, well, didn't kill it, it tried to kill me, but I saved this bunny that I named Bunsen Bunner, and I'm thinking he probably killed a lord and lady named Cornelius. Just forget that I said that. Anyway, I also gave...
Tell him about the fish.
Oh, I killed 2 fish. One was named Larry and another one was named Harry, and they talked, and they were very delicious. Oh, I also ate Peter Cottontail.
You notice something a little bit odd is that Goliaths usually are completely like shaven headed, and they usually have like blue tattoos, like
Yes.
and spiral marks.
They're very fancy.
You see that those tattoos are actually starting to like glow with almost like a slightly iridescent light.
You look really pretty. You sparkle.
And you realize as he's getting angrier, it's starting to grow more and more and getting slightly reddish.
And in my a natural cat idea, since she knows that he doesn't like her, she rubs up against him and like does the whole cat wiggle thing.
We're gonna do an opposed strength check.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna lose because he's a Goliath. So.
He just rolled a nat 1.
Well, I rolled a 16. You said strength, right? So
Yes.
I added this one over here.
Even with all his strength boosts.
18. I got this part right here, right? This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18.
He like goes to take a swipe to just kind of throw you and just kind of like
Does
misses.
he pet me instead? And I start purring even louder. We're gonna be the best of friends.
God, I hope you die. Maybe Mir's luck will roll off on you and you'll be the one left to die this time.
We have 9 lives. I'm good.
So, she killed, 3 people last time.
Do you want to see a magic trick?
No.
How about now? Are we there yet?
He's still walking. He's leading you into the foothills, and as it's getting a little bit more rugged, you see that he's definitely walking with a purpose. He knows where he's headed.
We would like to do investigation perception checks.
Okay.
I don't know what we do.
We could, yeah. See if we can glean what direction he's heading
See what we're
towards.
doing. You
So let's-
roll too, and you roll. Aren't you?
Ah!
You have magic. Roll for your magic. Listen, I just rolled a 2. We're in trouble.
I roll a 3
6.
plus
Yeah, I rolled a 6 for
2,
investigation.
5
Wow,
for perception.
we are too busy. Never mind. Well, it was a great idea.
wait,
All right, Stumpy
wait.
rolled nicely.
Wait, no, okay, sorry, 10.
Oh, that's much better.
He's leading you into the foothills, but you've also noticed that you're not really following the normal paths. He's actually leading you into the foothills, like into the hills as opposed to the normal path. Whatever he's aiming for is probably in the hills or the lower mountains. You're walking for a little while, and he's like, "We're not going to make it there today, so we're going to have to set camp for the night." And he just like unslings.
I want to do the fire.
Oh, right, you have magic.
He unslings like
Listen,
he's
it's fun
like
when you
setting
do it,
up a
like-
tent. Like he says like, "Oh, it's supposed to be a tent for 2 people," but you realize that none of you are fitting in there.
Yeah.
Do we have, does our expert hunter find us any meat for me to barbecue on the
Well,
fire?
I have nature, so I just rolled an 18 to go find food in the woods.
It's not really woods. It's more like kind of like more like scrubland. But you definitely find you find some small game. You find
Pheasants and rabbits.
yeah.
I come back with them over my shoulders.
Barbecue.
How many do I get?
Green are rabbits. Goldy color are the pheasants. You get a pheasant and 3 rabbits.
Oh, yeah. So I come back carrying that. And I still have food in my pouch from when we went to the princess's place. Although the bunny ate like all the carrots because we gave the last one to that broken horse. So I have potatoes and such in my thing. Yeah. So
He's eating a ration. He's got some like hard.
well,
tack
you're making a fire, right? So I
Yeah,
put up a
there's a-
fire ring for you. You do your magic.
Well, also, you need to put the meat there, because remember, I barbecue the meat when I do it, too.
You do it all at once. I was gonna put on a spit on top of your fire. Sorry, I wanted. To
Okay. I
wanted
was
to
just
be
trying to,
kinda
like,
beautiful.
microwave the food, make it. But that's a good point.
So are you able to like get it out of your hands, like make little like? Can you like?
Well,
sear them?
firebolt
Also-
goes to one object.
Well, are we gonna waste our? We're gonna spend our.
It's a
spell
cantrip.
slots? Oh,
Miri, what are
let's
you
do
doing
it.
while
I
they're
do it
getting
all at
the
once.
All
camp
right,
set
yeah,
up?
let's make some
I'm
shish
just
kebabs.
like sitting and staring at
And do you want me to boil some
fire and
to
like
start some
I
water
brought
boiling?
some
Just
water. Yeah,
Good.
boil it. 'Cause
Sulking.
Put potatoes in.
Exactly.
Yep.
Mary, don't look so down. This is nothing we haven't done successfully a dozen times, less successfully another time.
Look, I don't understand why you're here. Why you had to recruit us instead of just any other adventurers from any other town.
Well, it's simple. The way I see it, you owe me, so the artifact I'm looking for, you're gonna let me take, and the rest of the treasure we can divide normally.
And what is this artifact?
Oh,
I mean, we're gonna find out eventually.
it's a belt of giant strength.
Of course.
Can I
I'm gonna
talk
roll
to you?
Insight.
history or insight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say
While you're
insight
rolling,
versus...
is there fresh water close by?
Yeah, there's some small streams and stuff.
Then I find fish. How many fish do I find? Because I just find things and
4 fish.
I bring 4 fish back to end the fresh water.
Good.
Let's start with insight first, just to see if you think he's telling the truth.
14.
You might have actually beaten him. He's not really one for lying.
Stupid brown die always betrays me.
Yeah, you definitely beat him.
Oh yeah,
He-
blame.
Oh,
blame
good
the
job.
dog.
Good job, Brown Dye.
He's
You come back.
definitely telling the truth. And now, if you want to do any of the int ones, either Arcana or History, will do it for what he's asking for.
All right, they're both +1, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. Oh, 20.
I have-
Dirty 20.
Great history. If you
He
wanted to
gets enough.
confide.
Belts of giant strength are very unique magic items. They allow you to become super strong, depending on the giant type. If he's going through this much of a hassle, you assume it's probably
Pretty strong one.
at least in the level of fire giant, but possibly even up to storm giant or cloud giant. You also do an investigation check as he's talking to you.
All right.
While this is happening, Dee-Dee then puts up her tent because I have a
17.
tent.
Yep.
So I put a tent up.
Okay. You also notice that you notice what appears to be marks where he's been wearing gloves or gauntlets but doesn't have them on anymore. And when you said that, you're getting to the point where you're thinking what's probably happening is he's working on getting the Giant Slayer, which is you basically need to have a belt of giant strength, gauntlets of ogre power, which is what you think he was probably wearing but hasn't been wearing them now.
Okay.
Which means he either has a in on getting the Hammer of Thunderbolts, or he thinks he can get a hold of it. Because when you have all three attuned to you, you basically are able to slay giants with it.
Okay.
You get that that's what he's probably aiming for, especially since he's very cagey about this belt.
All right.
Miri, we need to talk.
Hey, Miri, dinner's ready. I made fish, and I made rabbit, and I made pheasant, and I have mashed potatoes, and I made apple pie because I had all this stuff in my pack, and I have that ring that makes me allowed me to make amazing apple pie. So, and I have maple syrup to put on top, and I have some birch soda. Are you interested in any of this, Miri?
You guys are having a feast, Fergus. Tiber's just like ready to go to bed and just get going early the next morning.
Are any of you guys hungry?
I have rabbit.
Good choice.
I want pie.
You want pie? Here you go. Maple syrup on top?
I want pie.
There you
Yes.
go.
With syrup.
I like it. What's the Goliath's name?
Tiber.
Tiber. Are you hungry, Tiber?
I'm good.
I made excellent apple pie.
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How about now?
I'm quite sure.
How about now?
As he's getting more angry, like his tattoos are starting to glow a little bit.
You sparkle
He's
so
going
pretty.
to need to save his strength for killing giants later.
Miri,
Oh,
I
you know
want you
what?
to... Let's call it a history check.
Okay.
I'll play you some of my magical loot. That way you can relax, Tiber.
8.
He didn't used to glow like that. So that's new.
Yep.
I play my loot of illusions.
Once again, I say, Miri, we need to talk.
I'll keep.
Is it going to be about the glowing?
Not specifically.
Are you
Okay.
two going to have a sidebar? Because then I'll just be playing my
Yes.
loot of illusions. Look at this, Tiber. I can make magical,
So,
luminous
Miri,
musical notes. What do you
can
think?
we-
So you see them floating around.
trust this acquaintance of yours, or do we need to take care of him?
I think it might have to result in that. Maybe, like, some friendly fire happens in a battle.
You want to wait till a battle?
I think so. Make it.
We
look
want to
like
wait
an
till he
action.
has possibly this belt. Are you sure we don't want to while he's sleeping? So much easier.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. If we can get him while he's sleeping, then that'd be a good thing. But
And-
Okay.
I'm
Dee-Dee
not
looks
sure if he's
over.
actually going to sleep. He probably doesn't trust
Yeah.
us.
Dee-Dee looks over and she goes,
I have.
Yeah, see, Dee-Dee agrees.
As I play my loot.
I'm gonna, because you would know this maybe more than them because you'd been with him before.
Right, keen hearing,
Goliaths
so I heard
are very known for being very fair, so they would never stab you in the back. And if they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. They're very fair-minded.
it sounds like the DM wants to keep him alive.
You can try to kill him. I'm just saying it's going to end poorly for a lot of people.
Oh, I know that.
One of you might not make it back to town.
Dee-Dee wants to live. She has children to live for.
But yes, you could theoretically kill him, yes. But I was just going to say, if you're worried about him attacking you in your sleep, you absolutely don't need to.
Oh, that's not my concern.
That's fair.
I just picture, okay, if we have to ice him,
Yeah.
probably easier when he doesn't have a giant belt.
That's probably true.
Yes, I think that's going to increase his hit points.
Actually, it increases his strength.
He's going to hurt us more.
Oh, yes.
As in hitting us points.
Oh, that's fair.
It's going to increase his hit points.
Yes.
I wanted to roll to see if I could understand like the history of him, but I rolled a 2.
You're not even sure Goliaths are a thing. You're just like, this guy is really tall. Are all humans like that? I don't remember the other humans being that tall.
Maybe I'll just pick his pockets and stuff.
Are Goliaths...
Oh, never mind.
Is your friend very smart?
Rolled a 7 for sleight of hand for picking his
No.
pockets.
Okay.
No,
I'm gonna assume his passive perception's a little higher.
He just
than
goes.
7.
He just grabs your hand as you try, and he literally bodily lifts you.
And I go, we're holding hands, yay!
You're literally swinging about a foot above the ground,
Miri, look at me, wee!
and he's just gonna kind of chuck you.
Okay.
Oh no.
Wee!
It doesn't hurt you.
Can I do like an acrobatics check to see if I
Yeah,
flip with my
basically
feet
he
up?
throws it and he gives you just kind of acrobatics.
Dirty
yourself.
20.
Yeah, you acrobatics yourself on the ground without getting hurt, and he's just like, no.
And I go, ta-da!
Miri, why did you have to kill Thea and Fergus? This would have been a better target.
For the last time, I did not.
You triggered the trap, and you did not try to save us.
Well, did you roll high enough on the perception check to get the trap? I don't think so.
You were in front of us.
You picked me to go first. I don't know why. I'm not stealthy at all. But you sent me up front, so okay.
It's true. She's not stealthy.
Yeah.
She rolled a 12 Arcana check to check out those tattoos to see what she can glean from them.
They're definitely magic, but they're not a spell.
Okay.
If you want to pass it on to someone who has more knowledge in Arcana, they're probably going to do better. You just get that this is definitely new and innate to him, but not really mad. It's not controlled magic like her casting a spell. It's other form of magic.
Stumpy, what do you get about his tattoos? Do you see anything there?
Do I roll?
Yeah.
I like
Arcana with advantage because you know a lot about magic.
I like how you don't ask Dee-Dee because I'm useless.
Yeah.
I have
No,
a plus
you're the one
for
making
Arcana.
him angry, so you're just like ignoring.
I'm playing my Lute of Illusions. I'm making butterflies now.
19.
You're understanding that this is definitely the taint of raw magic and wild magic. So, yes.
Semen
Taint.
and taint.
It's definitely like wild magic as opposed to what you would use to cast spells.
Yeah, I that just reinforces what I've already been thinking. I have a plan. I have actions I am taking.
Sorry, I was
I'm
starting on
not telling
taint. Say
anyone.
that again.
They're surging with wild magic.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought I heard. But
Yeah. Yes.
No, you heard taint.
Well, I heard.
You got obsessed with the taint is what happened. So your knight,
Gonna break out some taint monopoly.
well, that's not good. In the night.
So are we in night now?
Yeah, as the night is going on.
Okay.
What is everyone's passive perception? Quick.
13.
12.
13.
Well, congratulations. You don't hear anything.
Hooray!
Is that a bad thing?
That means we're safe. There's nothing out there.
Hey!
Woo! We are safe.
Can I do what I was going to do in the middle of
I
the
have
night?
keen hearing. Hold up. I have keen hearing. Yes.
Okay,
This
you have to
is
roll it
keener
again
than
then.
you're hearing.
I don't roll though. It's
Oh no, it's
passive.
passive. Then it wouldn't.
But I have keen hearing. Advantage on wisdom perception check. Should I roll?
No, because you're
No,
not doing
this
a
is
check.
passive. This is like you're basically sleeping. You don't hear it.
Okay.
I want
That
everyone
makes
to roll me a d20. Just tell me what the number is.
But I want to do something.
I'm doing that.
I've
This
been
is-
waiting. No, but you
I know.
19.
Okay, you're fine.
Crap. That's just a straight D20 or
Yeah, just straight
D20.
d20. Tell me what the number is.
10.
13.
You're fine. You're gonna notice in the morning that the straps of your armor appear to have been chewed, and the one is now hanging loose.
Great.
So now, what are you doing in the night? Because this kind of this happens
Okay.
kind of in the sides.
I was going to, when everyone thinks I'm asleep,
Okay.
going to accost our scary wild magic guest with a Tasha's Mind Whip at a spell slot of third. Actually, just forget the upgraded spell slot. That is not useful for this.
That's an intelligence saving throw.
That is. And on a failed save, let's see, they take 3d6, and on a successful save, they take half the damage
Okay.
and don't have other effects.
Let's see what his save is. Okay, he's gonna fail his save.
Okay. So, 3d6. 1, 2, 3. And can't take a reaction until the end of their next turn. And on the next turn, they must choose whether they get a move, an action, or a bonus action.
Okay.
It only gets 1. 13.
That it definitely wakes him up. He's hurting a little bit, not a lot. And he comes out. He yells very, very loudly, and let's see, That's gonna be a 15 plus. Okay, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, what do I...
You roll a d20 and add this number. As a blood-curdling growl of pure rage comes from his tent. What'd you get?
10.
You are quite not figuratively, quite literally, soiling your britches right now. And you are under the frightened condition. As he storms out of his tent. So,
Is this the same time that whatever's chewing
this
him is going on?
No, this is when you guys wake up from that yell, and this is when you notice that your armor has a hole in its strap.
What's going on? Oh, what happened to my armor?
Good
Ask your
morning.
lizard. As he is hefting his maul. Do we want to talk about why?
Stumpy, what's he talking about?
I'm just over here making breakfast. Do, 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 do. And Dee-Dee just kind of slinks away to the fire pit.
You leave me with many questions, and I am defensive of my body and my friends.
Did you think about asking your questions?
You don't invite question asking. You
Ask
just get
her.
angry and glow at me.
Oh, yeah, that's a fun one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes me nervous. You ask my companions. When I get nervous, I tend to throw fire.
What's with the new ink there?
Does anybody want pancakes? Pancakes good? Yeah? Yeah?
Ham cakes?
Pancakes? She's
Ham-
getting nervous.
Ham cakes, just like Mom used to
She
make.
hates fire and we're in the woods and there's bad things happening and someone's
So,
glowing. Dee-Dee's a little
The
out of
only
element.
reason I survived that dungeon you left us in is I fell into something.
Did you eat people?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Did you fall in love with a psychiatric patient?
No, I found a pocket of raw magic.
Did you pick the pockets?
That would mean nothing to you. You would get an inkling that that's dangerous. You would understand that raw magic twists and usually distorts and breaks
That's why she
people.
asked if you picked the pockets.
Some people, it turns them into sorcerers, and in this case, I'm just going to let you a little behind the thing. He became a wild magic barbarian. Basically, every time he gets angry, basically raw wild magic surges through him.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, at this point, he's glowing, and he's barely keeping that rage in check.
Hey, Tiber,
Yeah.
what did you find in the pocket? Like buttons?
I found this. See this cool glowy thing? That. Also, when I get really angry, cool things happen, like my enemies suddenly just, get stuck in place so I can smash them in half.
Then what do you need us for?
Hey, check this out. I found this pendant
I am curious.
in someone's pocket one time, and it has the music lyric. That's what I get out of my pockets.
Hey, that's lovely.
Thank you.
Why do I need
She
your
walks
help?
away.
Because Miri can
Notice
tell you.
he's calmed down now. You're
No,
welcome.
I get why you want Miri to help you. You feel owed by Miri, but what can we do that you can't?
Well, it's always good to bring backup. And if this cave is as dangerous as I think it might be, I'm gonna want the backup.
Ah. I'm sorry about the misunderstanding. Can we move forward?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going back to bed.
Okay.
Try it again, though, and I will kill you.
Fair enough.
I'm glad we've come to an understanding.
Yes.
But I was promised ham cakes in the morning.
We'll try and find some pigs.
Pancakes.
That's not what you said initially. It definitely was ham
I was
cakes.
nervous. I could do an apple pie.
No. Mother's apple pie was always awful. I always preferred
You've
her.
never had this kind, and I hand out the apple pie.
Are you sure that's not his mother?
This is an amazing pie recipe.
He tried to
Grandma's
be like,
apple pie.
It's good. I mean,
I know.
it's apple pie, but I'd rather have ham cakes.
Do you see any wild pigs out here?
Well, you can certainly go hunting if you want. I'm going back to bed.
I'm gonna go hunting.
You're looking for a boar?
I rolled a 19 plus 4, 23.
You find a boar.
These rolls.
I know, I'm wasting them all now.
You do find a boar.
I come back with it over my shoulders and I go, Tiber! And I toss it down by the fire.
Yes. He takes out his hand axe. He gets to work really fast and has this thing butchered in
And guess what? We have a culinary fire expert over there.
Sizzling bacon coming up.
No, he wants ham cakes.
I like how none of you ask what ham cakes are.
It's
we got
spam,
this.
people.
Yeah.
It's spam.
I'm
I was
imagining.
thinking
It's
sausage
crispy
patties.
spam.
I was in my head imagining something so much worse. Is someone trying to make having huge
Oh,
chunks
God, no.
of pork and then just putting a little bit of the pancake dough on it, like buckwheat cakes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say head cheese.
No. It was like, oh, I do love pig. And he just goes back to bed.
Is it all for him?
No, he butchered it. He's
we leaving
expecting
now?
you to cook it.
Isn't the morning yet?
No, this is the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
it's the middle. Yeah.
Oh, Miri, do you want to make an attempt to fix your armor?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I go back to sleep.
Let's call it a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
That's a waste on me.
How often would you say you fix your armor? Like, do maintenance and stuff like that.
I'd say fairly often. Like, whenever she gets into a battle, she's, fixing dents.
Then I'm
and
gonna
things
say
like
you'll
that.
you'll have advantage because you've probably broken a strap here and there.
12.
I just don't know how to sew this.
You managed to find some less than sturdy looking string and you have it like bound up. It's gonna last, but if you take a hit or two, you might have the effect of your armor being half. Of course,
Should have come to me from string. I got a whole bunch.
Or
I
if
was
you-
thinking I was going to tear up one of my vestments from my priest pack that I had.
I was gonna say, Gaius would have been able to mend this for you magically.
Yep.
Sometimes you miss the criminal psychopath.
I was kind of missing him for the, making the ham cakes taste like the world's best ham cakes.
And just convince him that they're the best ham cakes regardless.
Even if they were pancakes.
Cakes, yeah. So
Pancakes?
the rest of the night, I'm assuming goes well. Let's check to see if you have any. Oh, you might want to take this away from me because it's rolling really bad for you guys. Well, roll. Actually, it's against mine. Oh God, it's even worse this time.
I'm using the metal D20.
Yep. Roll the 20
I
again.
rolled a 17.
Okay, you're fine. 10 and under is what you need to avoid.
Just a straight roll?
Just a straight roll.
Get a 9.
10.
Oh, I said you get a 9.
1.
Ouch.
Well, you're lucky. All you find is in a rather large nibble on one of your priest vestments that you're using as a pillow. Just a nice size nibble. You have a slightly bigger problem, Stumpy.
The rat's coming.
My leg.
Yeah,
My leg.
there is a noticeable chomp out of your peg leg. Now, does anyone want to nature check this?
Yeah, might as well.
Dee-Dee's purring and
Would you be
sleeping on
like
Miri
to be
right now.
interested in a pink
Just so you know,
dye?
I'm up against you and I go, I'm sleeping.
You can roll with advantage because it's your peg leg.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
No, I just want
I'm
to
sleeping.
take
I'm
your
fine.
dice.
Dee doesn't care.
I curled up against Miri and I'm purring at her feet now, pretty much. Like, I'm just up against her.
I
cuddled.
rolled with advantage. And my height is a nature check. 13!
in skill, and you it's definitely animal. You notice that it looks like a rat bite, but whereas a normal rat like mouth is kind of like make a bite like this is probably twice the size.
We're dealing with rodents
rodents
of
of unusual
unusual
size.
Size. Yes, that's
Have you
what
heard of these?
That is what you're
Oh, I'm just sleeping. Oh. Unless you tell me. I'm having a
You're
good
a
old
cat.
time.
There's rodents of unusual size. Where's
They're-
your hunter
They're
instinct?
staying away from me. I'm having a lovely evening.
Yeah, they're avoiding her. It's Miri's having a bad night of it. So now, I forgot to roll my own, didn't I? I have to roll.
No, just you're saying that. Sure.
Oh.
Miri's having the bad night. My leg.
Apparently,
is-
they avoid Fergus's snoring because
It's the magic.
it's
They fear it.
It's the rumbling that it comes from his mouth.
So, wait, Fergus and Tiber?
Sorry, Tiber. I keep
I'm
Fergus.
just
Tiber.
checking because I get confused.
Tiber.
Like, there's two people?
No, Fergus was going to be the other one originally. I'm like, no, I think that the character I had for Tiber is a little bit more interesting to me. Okay,
Is it
so
morning yet? Are we going to kill
yes,
some rats? 'Cause
everything
I'm
is
sleeping.
fine. It's morning. You're good.
Those darn mice. Hill rats, what can you do? You know what I'm saying?
Do you attempt to make ham cakes?
Didn't we already make them?
Oh, so you actually made them and then went to bed?
Yes.
Then. Okay.
I thought we did.
Okay,
So they're
so-
fresh in the morning unless the rats ate them. Oh.
No!
Over under.
Should have the. Is there isn't
Nat
it?
20. The rat did not eat your ham cakes.
Hey!
They were too busy with peg leg.
They were just trying to sharpen their little teethers.
So you guys get around, and he's like, "Oh, it'll probably be another hour or so of walking. We'll be fine."
For
And
you, if you tell me where we're going, I'll be there before you get there. And zip away. And I zip.
wait,
and I
that's an
come back.
option. She can run ahead of us.
And I zip zap and I come back.
Okay. He kind of points you in a direction, and you can tell he's talking about one of the hills that's a little bit more flattened out on top, almost
I
like
have
a small
an
plateau.
excellent memory of geography.
So he's telling you kind of where it is. Do you zip ahead of everyone?
Yeah, I do. It's
Okay.
Dee-Dee. She wouldn't even think about like checking for traps. She'd be like, yeah, okay, off I go.
Just get to that base of that hill and I'll meet you there.
Zip, then I'm gone.
Oh, this is the quietest it's been. How have you not killed her, Miri?
She's very useful.
Oh.
Just wait till you see what she does with a bow.
Fair.
Watch, this is the one time that we roll horribly for bows.
I hope so. You guys get to
Eat him
this.
pancakes. Come on.
You get to this hill that he described, and
She's got a lot of heart.
does anyone you three make a nature check? You've had a little bit more time, so I'll give you advantage on this.
What about nature check?
A nature check.
Nature, it's neat.
All right.
19.
I lost that one. Crap. Okay. So the higher one was a 13 for me.
8.
You were just excited that, like, I'm here first. You're like, this hill is not
Hilly?
really natural. You can tell that it's been disguised to look like a hill,
Okay.
but it probably started off as a hill, but it's been heavily worked.
Okay.
And then been kind
So
of like
it's not,
covered
it's
over.
not like
Okay,
ruins
that was not where my
No.
mind was going.
That stuff grew over like
This is more like
Incan ruins.
Did the hills get
do
bigger?
any of you know Dwarven as a language?
I do.
Yes.
But did the hills get bigger?
Okay.
Was there something implanted in
No,
them?
no.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
what I was
probably was a
wondering.
larger hill that's been heavily reworked, and this is something that some Dwarven
Yeah, were
clans
they
would do.
reworked to be bigger?
No,
Yeah.
reworked that it was more
He's
defensible.
not
So when
getting
they,
it.
I did. I
Are
got
they-
He's
it.
is it
ignoring.
more firm?
Basically, it's so that way they can turn it into a better entrance for what would be like one of their underground outposts.
Sounds more firm.
I would like to investigate see if there's any dwarven words since I speak dwarvish.
Yes. Go ahead.
Because I'll speak friend and enter.
I'm gonna roll perception, see if I see anything.
14 for my investigation.
Also,
I'm not doing anything.
Nope, 15.
You don't see Dwarven words, but you do see what looks like halfway up the hill. There is an unnaturally flat little escarpment that goes like this, and you're like, oh,
Do
the
you
door
see
is
that?
undoubtedly hidden right there.
Are there any birds eating snails around this flat area?
No.
Good.
Hello.
Tiber just like walks because he knows what he's aiming for, and you can tell that he's done a lot of research on what he's looking for. And he's basically brought you along as backup. Well, you coming along?
Fine.
You just got caught up. Are you coming along?
I really, really, really dislike this cat.
Let's go. And then Miri just starts walking to the door.
Tiber has to kind of like duck slightly to get through this door, but the cave behind it, you see that this is worked stone, but not heavily worked. It's kind of like, this is where it was more rough to make it look a little bit more hidden.
Oh, so it's not heavily worked and it's pretty rough.
So it actually comes up basically as Tiber
Are
looked
you
through his
saying
full.
we're in the bush?
I thought we're
It's-
going down into a hole.
It's just over 7.5 feet, so he's basically scraping the top of his head on the
He's
ceiling.
scraping his head. Man, you're just like walking into all of this.
I don't know, I'd say that one didn't work as much.
The head is going into the hole.
Okay, now that part.
And no, I got where she was going.
Okay,
It's pretty rough.
so
So we're going in.
yes.
Now, how are we all going in, though? Like,
What-
am I first? Is Miri first? Is Tyler
What-
first?
what is your-
One
protected.
at a time.
Are we wearing protection? I mean,
What
I
is
am.
what is
We're
your
seamen.
order of march?
Miri, she's just like going in. She's
Yep.
just once this over.
Okay, then I
As
imagine
always,
that
she's
she's
like,
walking
"Here we go
beside her,
again."
trying to hold her hand. So Dee-Dee will reach out and like try to take Miri's hand to hold it to like skip along.
Miri takes it. She's like, whatever.
I'm coming from behind.
Of course you are.
Okay, and then Tiber, I guess, is in
He's
the
in
center.
front. Isn't he in the front?
He's behind us. He's watching
Okay.
us hold hands. And Dee-Dee's swinging her the hand with Miri, and she's like smiling and all happy.
Okay, so you come to a larger chamber. It's probably about like, at this point, probably about 20 feet. And it's like a big dome. Or it's probably either a natural cave or a kind of like a hollow that they dug out
Does
more.
this guy have dark vision?
Roll a nature check.
Nat 20.
They do not have dark vision, and you see that as you're thinking this, he's like pulling a torch out of his pack.
I pretend to step over a tripwire.
To see if he stumbles?
Yep.
Well, dex saving throw. That would be a 15. We're good.
Okay.
Darn.
He lights the torch. He just looks like, huh. Wow. No wonder you triggered that trap all those years ago. You're terrible at this.
I'm sorry he's mean to you, Miri.
Whatever. This will be over soon.
Oh, okay.
One way or the other.
Roll me perception checks.
I am quite perceptive.
12.
17.
23.
Okay. Yeah. Well, y'all kind of notice it. Two rather large rats are coming in to the sides, like right near you guys. They're rather large.
I want to burn them.
I cast animal friendship.
Well, okay. Since we
I
do
said it first.
Actually, this is why I had everyone do initiative order from the start. Each time we went into these rooms, this is going to keep rolling. Dee-Dee is first, so you cast animal friendship.
I do have a morsel of food, and I'm convincing that beast to be my friend.
It fails.
Why?
It has an intelligence score greater than 4.
I don't like that you don't let me have animal friends.
When it happens, you give me an intelligence saving throw.
I don't want to. I'm angry now. You can burn them up. We'll cook them. Intelligence saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
You take 2 psychic damage,
That's fine.
and you notice something. This is not a normal rat.
Well, they're big, obviously.
It's large and has an exposed brain
Ew.
that is glowing slightly.
Say that
Is it
before
Pinky?
I tried to send
Where's
it.
Pinky?
They are cranium rats.
So I go, kill it with fire, and I hold my head.
Next is Miri.
Don't I have a bonus attack, though?
No, you basically use your turn and then they reacted on you. That ended your turn.
I don't give them a bonus attack?
All right,
Why not?
Miri.
Because you literally you're shaking your head in pain.
Fine.
Miri is just going to bring her maul out, run up, and smash the one on the left.
Okay, roll me an attack.
21.
That is definitely going to hit.
Okay, 2d6.
You're going to kill it. They don't have a lot of health. They're smart. Not a lot of health.
That is 6 plus proficiency, right?
6 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so 11.
You bring it down and it just splatters.
Nice.
And then it's the other rat's turn who has decided that it does not like you. It's going to try to bite you.
All right.
Ooh, that's actually going to get a good snip. 22.
Yep.
You take 1 piercing damage as it nibbles your toe.
Oh.
I just kick it in the face.
That's a bonus attack.
Stumpy, you're fast in initiative.
Yeah, I'm going to hurl Firebolt.
Good.
Roll it. You have to beat its armor class.
And what about is initiative? So -1?
No, this is, you add your spell attack modifier.
Okay, so 21.
That is definitely going to hit. Roll. See if you can surpass its tiny little, it's a d10.
Yeah, I get 2 d10s because I'm.
Oh,
at
yes,
5th
yes, you
level.
do.
Yes, exactly. That's that type shape?
Yep.
Yep.
9.
You immolate it. And you have a small singe mark on your boot.
Dee-Dee says, I've never been happier to see fire. As she's holding her head.
I kick it away.
I pick their pockets.
You find rat fur and a large exposed brain.
Excellent. I leave those there.
Okay. Okay. At the other end of this, you see another hallway.
They were
that's
very friendly.
moving slightly downward. What do you do?
So the hallway only goes one way.
Yes.
So that's the way we're going, I guess.
Yep. I will, since I'm in front still, stealthily, with my disadvantage, move down.
Okay.
I have dark vision too. I could probably go first.
They're both 18s.
What? Wow.
Look at that.
Hooray, you're stealthy.
That's great. You're stealthy. That is not really your big problem. Dexterity saving throw.
Excellent.
She's gonna trigger that
And
trap.
are you right beside her?
I'm holding my head. She said she was going ahead of me,
Okay.
so I'm assuming that she left me behind.
6.
Hey, fantastic. Blades go like this across. How does that,
Wait. She's holding the duck. Did the duck remind her to duck? Did she get an advantage on the dexterity saving or whatever?
No, she wouldn't have because ducking wouldn't have helped. You had to step back because they went.
We tried.
That would be 11 points of slashing damage.
All right.
At this point, Tiber is like 3 steps behind you. Why? How did you survive?
Look, once again, I'm in front.
And he literally just picks you up and moves you, and you see he just go over and like breaks the triggering mechanism. I don't know how you survive.
Would you like a good berry? I didn't make any today.
I didn't make any.
I had that realization when I actually took some hit points. I have all this stuff to make it, but it takes a little while. Oh, that's only one action, so I could make it, huh?
I'll just cure myself. It's all right.
That's true. I want to save that spell slot. Because that counts as a spell slot, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Dee-Dee now is very painfully aware that spells are very helpful.
Yes.
So she's like, I'm not going to waste on that. But she's going to into her rust bag of tricks, and she's going to pull out 3 puff balls, and she's going to get some animal friends really quick, just in case. So she rolls a 5, and a 2, and 3. So just so we know, moving forward, and I will waste actions if I have to, I now have I said a 5, a 3, and a 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we now have a giant goat, a mastiff, and an owl.
The owl is having real difficulty flying. He can see great.
He's a hoot. His name's Hoot.
Okay, you...
Tell me he watches over children, because then he'd be a hootenanny.
I know. I was.
I have a big old dog. I got a mastiff. I'm excited.
And apparently a giant goat.
So Hoot is riding on my shoulder for safety. He's not flying. And then the giant goat and the mastiff are walking beside me. And it's the giant goat, so I better be hearing some noises from him at some point. Because his name's Goatee, remember?
Meh.
Still?
Goatee is back.
So, you're continuing down this hallway. It's going to end. About 30 feet, a little over 30 feet, you realize that the tunnel continues this way, but there appears to be more of it dug upward.
Okay.
Up about 20, 25 feet, and you kind of see it looks like might be another little...
Alcove, or...?
Yeah, like an alcove or like a little room that's kind of like up and above, but there doesn't appear to be a ladder to it.
So there's something up there, and then you can go down.
Yeah,
Still.
so basically you're walking like this, and suddenly there's a part that kind of goes like this up here.
All right, throw me up there.
That's what I was going to say. Tiber, can you just toss Dee-Dee up there?
Sure.
Wait, what?
That sounds fun.
Whee!
His throw is not very impressive, but he is rather strong, so he just kind of like, he more like lifts you, because it's not like straight up, it's more like this. So he kind of puts you up over the limb of it.
And I climb up?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to climb up very carefully because I'm a little nervous I'm going to be disturbing some spiders, and I don't like those. And I have dark vision, so I guess I should be rolling perception.
Yeah. Also, just give me a flat little bit of just like a dex check.
Okay, well, I rolled a 15 for perception.
Okay.
And then dexterity, I'm very good at that. Is this from here? Or, no, across here, sorry.
Just any kind
21.
of... Okay. You notice that there's some, like, scree and some rocks that are pretty unstable, but you managed to not kick it down onto your allies' heads.
Should have gained right for Tiber's face. But continue.
Miri was right beside him.
Oh, right, we don't hurt her.
Yeah. Yeah, you managed to make your way up there. You don't see any, like, enemies, but when you get up, you see that this is a small room that is far rougher than the rest of it.
Okay.
So this is probably added later and not by the dwarves.
Okay, what do I find in there? I rolled a 14 or a 15 for perception, I forget.
Yes. That would be... You see what looks like an old and moldering bed, like bedding, and some other, like, random stuff kind of thrown around.
What do you see up there?
Stuff and things and stuff. Hold on, Miri. I'm investigating.
Yes, give me a direct investigation check.
Again, I'm terrible at it. I'll just throw stuff down on their heads.
That would also work.
Actually, that was great. My investigation is +4, so 23.
Okay,
I'm investigating the crap out of this room.
yeah, you find what is the quintessential wizard's hat in blue with stars on it, along with a cape and a book.
Oh, she looks so happy.
I put it on. I don't even care if it's gonna hurt me. I put the wizard hat and the cape on.
Are you going to try to read the book?
No, because I have no interest. But I want to come down looking like a freaking wizard. So I put the hat on and the cape. Do I find anything else?
That's all. You also find an old wand.
I take it.
Yes. So you found what looks like an old wizard's hideout, and like the most quintessential looking.
So like it's like a dark blue with like the sickle moon and the stars on it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And like completely unintelligible, meaningless like symbols, like just like embroidered along it.
So I'm going to assume this book is very important for Tiber, but I'm not going to give it to him. So I put it in my sack and pretend that I didn't find it.
No. Tiber already told you what he wanted, and it's not the book. He's looking for a belt.
Oh, see, Dee-Dee wasn't listening.
Oh.
Remember? Like that? Yeah, Dee-Dee has no... She's just here for fun because Miri told her to come.
Oh, okay.
So I put that in my sack. Plus, I can't carry all this and hop back down.
Yeah.
So I put the wand and the book in my sack. I put on the cape and the hat. Do I get any kind of added cool bonuses for this?
The cape and hat are completely non-magical, but you look cool.
I'm so excited. So
I put on my wizard hat.
put on my wizard hat. So I stand at the edge and I say, Tiber, catch me. And I fall down like that.
He actually probably would catch you. That's actually not bad for a strength-based thing. It'd be athletics. For an athletics, he would get an 18.
Well, he caught me. And I say, Miri, notice anything different about me?
You look fantastic.
I know, right? I don't know whose it is, but I put it on. I found other things, but I don't want to show it to that guy.
Okay.
It's probably helpful for Gaius or Stumpy. We're going to keep it a secret.
Okay.
I kind of want to read it, though. I kind of want to get hurt again. So, could you keep him busy?
Sure.
Okay, good. And so, I don't have psionic mind, but I look at you meaningfully as I crack open the book. So you get a bit too busy talking to me. So what happens? I roll investigation on it?
Actually roll an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm bad at that, too. I rolled a 3.
It appears to be the ravings of a madman.
Ooh, perfect. It's like a journal.
No, it looks like a spell book. It acts like a spell book. Whoever made this was beyond insane.
I love it. So, are there spells in it?
There appear to be spells, but you both can't figure them out, and you're not entirely sure that they are spells. But you think they're a spell book.
And I kind of look at you, because I can't cast Psionic Mind, but I kind of keep looking at you.
Tiber is actually actively ignoring you. He's actually looking at, like, he's actually checking the walls to see if there's any more traps.
I don't know how you cast Psionic Mind. I guess it would waste a spell slot, wouldn't it?
I know. Psionic Mind is just a thing
it's
she
just something
does.
I have.
She just talks to you in her brain if she
So you
wants
gotta
to.
talk to me.
Hi, Dee-Dee.
I thought she's gonna try to I'm like, wow, that's painful and hurtful. Dude, okay. So I found a book up there. All right. It's a wizard's book. It goes with the wizard's hat. And I found a
Nice
wand.
hat.
I know. It's fantastic. But anyway, he looks like he's a psycho, and I don't know what it says, and I'm really bad at this. So I'm going to give it to you without this guy noticing, because he freaks me out. Do you need a wand? You've never used one.
I'd love a wand.
But I want to keep it.
You keep a wand.
Okay. I kind of need guys to tell me if it's magical, but I'm going to try and do an arcana check. But here, and I slip her the book.
I have arcana.
Yeah, she.
No, in my mind, that's Gaius' job. This
Oh.
is Dee-Dee. Like, so Dee-Dee's like, no, you throw fire and you talk in minds. He does the checky check stuff. For the check on the wand, I rolled an 8.
It is definitely not magical. The only thing that might be magical is the book. Everything else seems.
And I passed that off to her. So now I'm going to keep the wand, and I'm going, Miri, look at me. Miri, look at me.
Do you want to do an Arcana check on the book?
I do.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh my. 7.
Hey, it's not just me. It's a book.
It is the ravings of a madman. You think it's a spell book, but at this point, to decipher his madness, since you got a low thing on the Arcana, you're going to have to take a short rest and go through it.
All right, we're not going to do that. Let's
Not
go
today.
down. Yeah.
Not today.
I'm just putting my bag.
I don't know the book's there, but so my roll doesn't count. But it would
What?
have been good.
I told you there's a book.
Yeah, she did tell you there's a book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 19.
It is definitely a magical spell book, and there are definitely a few spells in there. You're not sure if you could cast them, but you definitely see them as spells. Roll me 2 die 4, and just tell me what the numbers are. Not the total, just what each one says.
1-1.
Okay, re-roll one of them.
Tick, 1.
3.
Oh, so yeah, one.
Okay, the spells that you find in the book are Comprehend Languages and Augury.
Okay.
And you're able to parcel out some of this madman's ramblings. He was a divination wizard who saw some stuff outside of our realm that he probably shouldn't have. And he went insane.
Excellent.
So yes, the spells in there are Augury and Comprehend Languages, which you now...
But at least he looked fantastic while he was going crazy.
That is the thing, yep. If you are able to learn them, you can add them to your spell list. If not, you'll have to wait to someone who can.
Okay.
We'll copy them.
So I look at Evan and I go, so I guess we're going down further.
Yeah, that seems to be the only other way here.
Hey, Tiber,
Yeah.
you going down with me?
Hey, he's checking the wall for traps. Like, he actually cares about surviving. And he's actually doing okay at it.
Okay. Well, he has no dark vision, so I'm going to walk ahead now because I think that I'm, like, special because I have this hat and this cape now and this wizard's, wand. So I am going to walk ahead, but I am going to run, like, a what is it called, like a perception check or investigation check?
Perception.
Oh, well, either one's a 4, so I rolled a 7.
I was going to say, are you listening for something, or are you looking?
Well, it depends because we're walking, right? So, and I have dark vision. So I'm just trying to see if there's like rocks ahead of me.
You don't see any rocks, but
my hoodie is on my shoulder, and I look at Hoot and I go, Hoot, do you hear anything?
I was going to say, with your keen hearing, do you want
I have to roll advantage.
roll with advantage? Yes.
Well, not gonna use
That was
one.
my point. Is
That one's gone. All right. So there's that one, and then there's advantage for this is like still perception.
Yep.
17.
Okay. You kind of figured out what the rat sounded like when they scurried up on you. Mm-hmm. You're hearing that a lot, and a lot of them.
Hey guys, here's a lot of those brain rats coming.
All right, I got this. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Danger and Dice. Please check us out on gamesoverboard.com, where you can see our other podcasts and see pictures and bios of the team. We also do the Well House Exorcism, true stories of our haunted houses, and then we investigate other stories and lay judgment on whether or not we think they're true. And then there is Games Overboard, where we review board games and talk about the great stories they tell and why we love them. All right, thank you again for listening. We'll see you next week.